Go. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Good morning. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Monday. How was your weekend? Did you have a good one? Well, we'll be doing live one question readings in here this morning. So if you want to book in for one of those, I've just popped a link for it to book in the live chat there. And so let's get on with the pre-book reading. I know there's at least one. There's one. And we have Sarah booked in. Hello, Sarah. Will Ian get a job off if he applies for a visa sponsorship job in the UK next year? Will Ian get a job if he applies for a visa sponsorship job? Okay, I want to get the job. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Maria. How was your weekend, everybody? Mine was good. Mine was relaxing. It was recuperative. Apart from I went to the dentist yesterday because I got something stuck in my gum a couple of days ago. Wisdom tooth, like down the side, and I floss. I just couldn't get it out. It was on the inside back kind of thing of it. And it was getting inflamed and swollen around it, making it even more difficult to get it out. And I thought, I'm just going to go to the dentist. I can't stand her, the dentist that she's here like on the weekends only. And last time she wrecked one of my teeth. Anyway, I went to her and she's still horrible, but at least she helped me out. Oh, she's nasty. Like, my other dentist is so nice and is, even though they hurt you, is really personable and everything. She's not. I don't know whether it's just with me or what, but she treats me really badly. Her attitude is bad. Anyway, maybe I'd be like that if I was a dentist too. I don't know. But at least, yeah, it got sorted out. So that was a bit of pain. I could have done without this weekend, but it got sorted out anyway. Anyway, back to Sarah. Will Ian get a job if he applies for a sponsorship job in the UK next year? Yes! Awesome. Now, I just heard, apply for plenty of them. Apply for plenty of them because it might be the third one. Yeah, so get him to apply for as many as he can and be at peace with it. It's not going to be the first. It's not going to be the first one that gets accepted. And so, yeah, just keep going for it. Empower yourself. Be at peace with the process. One of them will, Sarah. Still feels as though astrological upset. It does seem jarring, doesn't it, the energies at the moment? Also for Ian as well, don't judge the kind of job. Service is about jobs, and judgment separates. So don't judge the kind of job. It might not be something that he is like, yay, I'd really like to do that, but you just never know. You just never know, because often it's about the people that you're with. There's going to be a job, and I'm hearing is probably the third one that he goes for that is going to be accepted. It probably isn't something that it would jump at, but it's just about judgment. It's just the way that he would be seeing it. So, good news. Go for it. Okay, and that's all we've got booked in. If anyone else wants one who's on here live, then book in now. If you want one and you're watching the replay, you can do that as well. And I'll just do it at the start of the next live show. So let's get some cards out for the collective. I've got Strawberry Girl makeup on today. Do you like that? I've got this beautiful, Natasha Denona Bloom. You can see me. And the aircon unit. There it is. This Face Glow palette. I've had it ages and it's beautiful. This blusher, it's so pretty. So today on my eyes I've got my my bronzer on my eyes, this blusher and this highlighter as well. And I've got this blusher and highlighter on my cheeks too. It's gorgeous, this. I love it. It must have been in a video, someone's video or something recommending that, and I picked it up, and I haven't used it for ages until I used it. I think it was on Friday. It's a Friday when I went out for a walk on the beach as the sun was going down. I think it was. And I did Strawberry Girl makeup. No, it can't have been. It must have been Saturday. It's more muted. It's not as glam, and it's kind of nice. It's fresh-faced, spring-like, even though it's not here. It's getting cooler. Let's get some cards out anyway instead of waffling on. For those of us wanting to get into a relationship, apparently I do. Not doing much about it. You know, I bumped into a friend on the beach yesterday morning. As we were chatting, I said to her, I'm no longer going to colour my hair. This is my natural colour. It's like a dark blonde colour. It goes like this in the sun anyway. I get like sun streaks in it. So this is like the lightened. I do get streaks of this colour through my hair anyway, which is why I always used to get more of it put in by the hairdresser. But I've decided to let it go to its natural colour so that I can have healthier and more hair, you know, because it's getting thinner post-menopause and I don't want that. Anyway, I'm telling her, and she said, Claire, you've got no grey hair. And I'm like, you're right, I've got no grey hair. How about that? All of my friends do. Because she was thinking like, well, you don't need to colour your hair. Don't need to colour my hair. I've got none. At 52, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, it is a lack of B vitamins generally. Or stress. Or stress because it takes your B vitamins down. I've got a lack of stress in my life. I do. I've got a lack of stress in my life and a very good diet full of nutrients. Queen of Swords, this is me though when it comes to relationships. I'm not even looking, that's the thing, I'm not turning anyone down, nor am I looking. I'm just not. Apart from when I come to this show and I think, oh yeah, relationships, so to that again. Do I even think about it? So Queen of Swords, it's about having boundaries, it's about being closed off and all of that kind of thing, which we tend to be as we're healing ourselves. It's a good thing to do that as we're healing ourselves. But in some readings that I've been doing, it says that apparently it's a good time for us to open up now. The sun, happiness. Yeah. Make us happy, right? Living alone, doing our own things, enjoying our lives, doing the stuff that we want to do. Boundaries can make us very happy. Can also keep people away from us as well, but it's a good thing, I find, because I'm selective with who I let in. You as well? Good to see you, Barbara. I haven't seen you for a while in here. And then we've got the World card. The World card is about endings of cycles and start of new cycles. We've seen a lot of the Tower card lately. It won't surprise me if it comes out again today. When the universe throws a wrench, you know, if we're really, really happy in our single independent energy, that is probably when someone's going to come along, right? Someone that you have to go for because you can't resist them. That's what I'm waiting for, I think, is the right one. I won't resist having a relationship when the right one is there. Absolutely not. Like Mr. Last Year, you know. It's only for a few days, but it was great. It was a great date and it was a great mini relationship. And I wouldn't resist it. I won't resist it when the right one shows up. But I'm not going to go for and try and, you know, meld myself, move myself to try and just get one of the possibilities here. They're just possibilities. They wouldn't be just possibilities if they were the right one. I would not be able to resist. I know that about myself. I can trust that about myself. My resistance. My resistance is real and it's for a reason. Anyway, the World card suggests a soft Tower to me. Like something might happen to ease. Eases into change or abrupt change as well. But it's the end of the chapter and start of a new chapter. Feels like coming out of a happy, closed off. Oh, but anxiety. This is something that happens to me though. As soon as a new relationship does come in, it's when I've got to deal with my nervous system that goes into the fight or flight. This is scary, letting somebody in mode. I have to deal with the anxiety then. I mean, I've just got to the point now where it's like, I know myself and I know that I've got this anxiety and I know that my nervous system has got problems because of what I've been through. And I just have to navigate that. It's significant each time, the anxiety that comes up when I'm about to get into a relationship. Justice, but there's a balance here. There's a balance, and I think if that anxiety does come up for you too, then someone's going to be balancing. I mean, it's not going to be that hard. It isn't that hard at all. Like Mr. Last Year wasn't that hard at all. Well, it kind of was in some respects, but it wasn't. He made it really easy. He was very balancing. He took care of me. He wasn't pandering to me because he thought I was broken or something like that. He was just a great guy that like takes care of people. So it eased my anxiety. There was a balance there. So yeah, because if they don't do that, then they're not the right one. The Five of Swords, battles. Knight of Pentacles, taking it slowly. Hang on, I need to read the Five of Swords out because it feels like it doesn't belong here. The Five of Swords, battles. Where's swords? Here they are, Five of Swords. On this card we see a couple after a struggle. The man has lost the fight and turned himself away into the shadows. He's mentally wounded and his hurt feelings have been mended with 5 scarlet stitches. Oh, okay. I think this is talking about us, isn't it? Ourselves after a struggle. We've lost the fight. We're talking about relationship fights. I think we're talking a while ago now. Turned ourselves away into the shadows, hidden away. We are mentally wounded and have hurt feelings, but they've been mended with 5 scarlet stitches. The woman who won the fight and stands in the spotlight. She's wearing a red dress, which symbolises the drama and emotional conflict the fight was about. In one hand she holds a fragment of her opponent's wounds, in the other hand she holds a flower symbolising a triumph. The flower hides half of her face, indicating that she's not played fair and wanted to win at all cost, no matter how much pain she caused. There's something here about the winner isn't really the winner. The seeming winner doesn't win a thing, and the one that seems to lose is the one that wins in the end. The one that acts with integrity doesn't win that particular relationship, but that particular relationship isn't worth winning. But they win in the end, after the healing. After the healing. In the long term. You know why? Because the firm foundations, it takes a long time, says the Knight of Pentacles, but you win in the end. And I think that's what we see. Because we think, right, when we have like relationships with narcissists or whatever, like the ones that really hurt us, we think that they won, right? Because they might have everyone else on their side and make us out to be the wrong ones, the bad ones. And if we feel like we've lost, we lose the people, we lose the relationship, we lose the... we just seem like we're the ones that lost, but we're not really. They didn't win a thing in the end. And once we heal from it, Eventually we piece ourselves back together, and we've learned so much from it that we can get into these healthy relationships, so we win in the end. It could be what they're going through as well, yeah. Because we're not told either way, whether it's us or them this, but probably both, you know. I think, because I've often wondered that, you know, would my person, the one that's right for me, would they be someone that hasn't gone through a lot of stuff in their life? No. If they're going to be right for me, they're going to understand me, you know, because they've been through similar stuff, right? Not only that, someone has got to have done the work, right? And if they are doing the work, it's because they've gone through something. People don't do the work without going through something. So I think it's both. I think it's both. Oh, coffee's nice. Should we get some more cards out? I'm feeling today is a childy one. What are they called? Starchild. It's a Starchild tarot day. My back's hurting a little, but I think that's because my trainer Saturday morning. I didn't do any exercise yesterday apart from a long walk on the beach. But it's very rare that my back feels like this. So taking it easy. Probably do a workout this afternoon though. Okay. And the cold has finally got better. You know when you get like a lingering phlegminess after a cold? Kind of stuck around for a week. That's why I didn't want to go out this weekend either. I didn't want it to come back because last weekend at the partying it kept on kind of getting a little bit worse the day after, and get it completely out of my system and be well again. So tell us more, guides. What else do we need to know then? It's like we win in the end is the message here. Yeah. The Three of Crystals. These are beautiful cards, aren't they? Three of Crystals says in this book, I've always got to read this book out because it's so lovely in its descriptions. It just adds a richness, I think, to the messages that I get through. With this deck, I can use it like and pretend it's traditional tarot, but for me, I don't get that hit of the messages straight away. I think just because this book is really so lovely. The Three of Crystals is an indication that you've reached a state of accomplishment after all of your hard work. It's the inner work. With this new insight, you understand the steps you'll need to take in order to maintain your success. The Three of Crystals also signifies great skill, passion, and the manifestation of creative projects. It's also the acknowledgement and appreciation of teamwork, friendship, and collaboration. You're not someone who comes off as superior to others. Rather, you appreciate the qualities that each individual has to offer. A great sense of wisdom, spiritual enlightenment, and modesty which comes through the embodiment of unconditional love. Nice. That's us. That's who we're attracting to. Originality. Someone quite unique because of what they've been through is what we are. But there's a very definite career thing going on here as well. Someone that's being creative. Someone that has passion, purpose, creativity. I mean, that's also important to me too. Very hard for me to be with someone that kind of works for someone else. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 30. I mean, it's just like a totally different mindset. Anyway, after all that work we've done, we're ready for something much better. We've got the foundations within ourselves. The Six of Wands, yay. Six of Wands is the recognition of how far we've come. It was bizarre to recognise that I don't have grey hair. I hadn't even thought about it, you know. I hadn't even thought. Probably because everyone dyes their hair, right? So you don't see grey hair very often anymore. I hadn't even thought about my hair getting grey. My dad's got grey. He got like grey sides. It was still quite late. It was in like late 40s, 50s. My mum was blonde, so you could kind of notice her hair going grey slowly, but you couldn't really tell because it was really blonde, like ashy blonde. Six of Wands. So I got like mid hair, but my dad's got dark hair, dark brown hair. My hair is like mid between both of their hairs. But my hair's more like my mum's than my dad's. Thin, not much of it. Only grows like once you've started school. And doesn't really get any better than that throughout life. Six of Wands. The arrival of positive news. You're victorious and should be proud of your brilliant accomplishments. Yay! Your enthusiasm is paid off threefold as you realize your limitless potential. There's nothing you cannot achieve, and others also recognize this is... There's nothing you cannot achieve, and others also recognize this in your strength. Creativity begins with connecting with your higher self. You've learned to harness this and Creativity begins with connecting with your higher self. You've learned to harness this and are an inspiration to those around you. This card represents a harmonious state that comes from finding a healthy, comfortable balance in all areas of your life, mind, body, and spirit. That firm foundation in ourselves. And we do find that by being alone, don't we? We do. Healthy. I'm feeling healthy at the moment. Again. Apart from my back. So it's the arrival of positive news. No, it's more like getting recognised for that. You'll be recognised for your energy by the right person. I look washed out, don't I? Pale. Maybe I should change the... I can't remember what I'm doing. I won't do anything. Because I've got it cool toned. I can't remember how I did it. Oh, is it in here? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, it's in here. Well, that changes it. But I don't think... Let's put it to normal. Okay, it's normal now. That's better. I look like a little less like death. Perhaps now we've got the winter light. The cool tone filter is just a little bit too much. We've got the Nine of Wands and transformation. Nice. So the Nine of Wands is like the end of healing. It's like when you've gone through the healing and then you're at this really happy place and healthy and good with yourself. And that energy being recognized by someone else. Three of Crystals. It looks very good, doesn't it? So all you've got to do is be yourself and recognize, not second guess ourselves and think that there's something wrong with us, that we can't settle for somebody. Just recognize, no, the right person will. The right person will. Coffee. So the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands makes me feel good about myself. The Nine of Wands makes me feel like it was all worth it. All the years of healing myself. And how long has it been? It's been such a massive process. And every part of it was needed. There was no shortcuts through it all. I wish there had been, but there wasn't. Oh, it's just step after step. It's taken a long time and periods of like realization and withdrawal from like negative energies and boundaries and empowering and letting go of things and the emotional stuff. And oh my God, it's been so drawn out. Just like the most drawn out parts of it have been just allowing myself, giving myself permission to let go of the crappy people and the crappy stuff. It took me a long time to give myself permission to let go rather than try and fix things, try and heal things. For other people, I mean. That was the real stumbling block for me, is like stop trying to fix everyone else and just fix myself. That was the biggest stumbling block for me. What was it for you? Anyway, your Nine of Wands. Your hard work and efforts are close to a state of completion. You have the inner strength, wisdom and perseverance to move forward. But a minor setback or obstacle may suddenly surface. Know that you're incredibly close. So it's important not to lose touch with your goals. Believe in yourself and your innate ability to achieve success. Yes, we can do it. After this last challenge, you'll know what you're truly made of. Have courage, strength, stability, stamina, performance. This card may show up in those moments in life when things feel outright overwhelming due to responsibilities or limitations. These pressures may create boundaries around your own freedom and self-expression, which can manifest those lower vibrational emotions that tend to hold us back. This may cause a sense of being judged or criticized by others. If you are subconsciously feeling tormented within yourself about something. That's what happens, right? It's like we're judging ourselves, and then we imagine that everyone else is judging us too, and they might say something, we take it as judgment. Especially like when our family says stuff, right? Family says stuff to us and we're wounded, then we always take it that way. It's like your parents can't tell you shit, can they, without you reacting to it. It's like your parents say something, that's all your internal stuff that it triggers. We become teenagers again. Big. So this may cause a sense of being judged or criticized by others if you're subconsciously feeling tormented within yourself about something. It may be a good time to work on your own spiritual health, mind, body, and spirit. Give yourself some time. Less about the externals, you know. It's less about the externals and more about us. Why do we want a partner anyway if we're already happy as we are? I mean, it can add to it, yeah, but why the seeking? Why the seeking of it? And then transformation. I feel like trumpets should be sounding for some reason. Transformation represents the entry point into a new state of understanding and enlightenment. You may feel as though something major is shifting in your life. This reevaluation of old beliefs may force you to eliminate the distractions or difficulties you've been experiencing, enabling you to fully grasp your highest potential. Your true priorities have been exposed or revealed for what they really are, which puts everything else into perspective. How are you going to use your time and skills from now on? Are you ready to take the next evolutionary step in your own personal growth? Be open to new opportunities that present themselves, especially if they align with your heart. There's a period of positive change, even if it appears to be daunting or frightening at first. Sometimes all we need is extra push into an entirely new direction in order to know what we're truly capable of. You know, I think that that's what's going to happen to me. It's like someone's just going to show up and it's just going to be, yeah, this is the one. And everything changes then. And there's nothing I can do right now to manifest that. It's just going to happen. That person that is attracted to my energy and it's going to come, you know, it's got the same energy themselves, so they're going to come at me in that right way for me. I mean, not that there's one right way for everybody, but the right way for me, because they'll get me, and then everything will change. what can we do to manifest that person? Nothing really. We just got to wait for it to come about, right? We just got to keep on being the energy that we are. Spiritual growth, relationship shifts, searching for deeper meaning, new beginnings, cycles of change, metamorphosis, transition. You may be close to an opportunity and not be aware of what it is. It could happen any time, right? It could happen at any time. What are you resisting? Know that it's sometimes essential to let go of past blockages or issues in order to make positive changes. There's something here about, there might be a little bit of self-criticism still going on. We've got to just let go of that. If you're imagining other people are criticizing you, or if they are actually criticizing you, and it's triggering you, why are you feeling that way about yourself? Why aren't you cool about yourself? You're going to need to have a sense of closure about something before moving forward, or else this karmic lesson may resurface again in the future. Look ahead with optimism, strength. You're on the right path. I love it. Let's get some cards out. Let's be nosy about Divine Masculine and see what is going on for them. I'll put these away. Get the thingy ones out. The round ones. Oh, these ones. Divine Masculine, please. What's in Divine Masculine's energy? Shapeshifter, the forest. Ooh. Did you see that? A card jumped out and it jumped back in again. So, the shapeshifter. The shapeshifter is about who they are. Like, we've all got different sides of ourselves. I need a new stool. It's broken, this one. It's getting worse on this right hand side. So it's like, it's got like a board. You know when, they've got, in their stools, they've got like a board underneath them and it's got a bit of padding. The board is broken on the right hand side, so it caves in, it sags, and it's getting worse and worse. I should just get myself a new one, hey? It's probably not doing my hips any good to be a slightly off balance like that. The shapeshifter, anyway. We have different aspects and different sides of ourselves. It's like we've got different personalities within ourselves. Different sides of us that we can bring out with different people, right? Different sides of us come out with different people. It's that. It's like the Divine Masculine. Sometimes they're this and sometimes they're that. And with this forest, it seems like they've got muddled or unclear thinking about that. Meaning, we can have different sides of ourselves and then we can think that that's wrong. And that we should be, like, to be a whole person, we need to be just this one thing. And it's a contradiction of ourselves to be this and that sometimes, and it's not. You get to a certain point when you realise, no, all of these facets of me are me, and that's part of my flow, and it's part of the greatness of who I am, to be able to adjust, not really adjust, but bringing out different sides of myself with different people, or allowing people to bring different sides of me out, and all of that kind of thing. There's muddled or unclear thinking about this, so they've got a bit of self-judgment going on. The animal, but they know what they want and they know where they're headed. So there is an acknowledgement from the Divine Masculine here of the sides of them that they prefer and what it is that they want someone, partner, to bring out. Partner or anyone else, in fact, people that they're working with or friends that they've got. They want these particular sides of them to be brought out more. Is a positive relationship for them. So that's what they've got their eye on. What else? Divine Masculine. So this is a Divine Masculine that is getting to know themselves. Just that one. The Comic. The Comic is a card of using humour when we're not really feeling humorous. So There's a side of themselves that uses humor when they're feeling other than that. Is this because they're aware of what they bring out of other people as well? I don't know. It could just be one side of them. One side of them is the joker in certain situations. And that, you know, we can all look back, right, when we were at school and the class clown. It was always a troubled person, wasn't it? It was always a troubled person, and we see that over and over again, don't we? Of the one that we think is really, really happy and a really good time, and then they kill themselves because apparently they had a lot of depression. It's like, wow. That's what I'm talking about, this shapeshifter. They've got different sides of themselves. And they're confused. It's like when we think, no, I'm a really happy person. It's like, hang on a minute though. The really happy person side of me only comes out when I'm around. Like negative for me energies. It's like they're trying to decipher themselves and understand themselves. Dead end. Oh, the comic. Oh, okay. They're dealing with it. That side of them. The comic side of them. That's what this is all about. That's why with Shapeshifter I was getting, they've got these different sides of them, and it's like that they're confused about it now. They're thinking about it, like, why this side of me? Why does this side of me come out? The comic side of them. They want to stop that now. So this is someone that is perhaps a people pleaser, and they go into comic mode when really they should be in like get out of my life mode. Do you know what I mean? Like with negative energies, instead of turning into the comic, they should turn into the empowered person that says, no, I'm not putting up with this, rather than trying to make jokes out of stuff that just really isn't right, isn't acceptable. That's what it feels like. So they could be going from the comic people pleaser to the empowered. What about Divine Feminine? What are we going through right now? Decided to have my air purifier fan on all the time now on auto, so that it's clearing up the air again. I stopped doing that and started using it just as a fan, because I was listening to a podcast yesterday. Or was it the day before? I think it was yesterday. No, it was the day before. And about air quality and advising us to use these kind of filters in our home. And you know what? The air is pretty good here, but when I cook, whoo! That's why Thailand, the kitchens aren't inside. People cook outside, not inside. It makes sense. Why would you have fire inside? It's dangerous. And not just that, the air quality is terrible. It's terrible when you're cooking. Shouldn't be inside. Anyway, it goes off and it stays on for a long time, clearing up the air after I've been cooking. My perfume as well, and my makeup, especially this foundation, Dior Backstage. It's got a lot of shit in it that this fan needs to clear up. And when they light fires outside, of course, a lot of it comes in. Anyway. We've got the poet, Divine Feminine, the poet. There's a romance about the poet card. And she's got the crystal ball there as well. Perhaps being in the romantic energy. I've got some shorter hairs that tickle my neck. That's why they're just like this length, and they get irritating my neck. That's why in my videos all the time I'm doing this, because it's poking me. She's getting romantic about something, just that mindset of romance. Seeing the perfection in things, seeing the beauty in things. Perhaps seeing the beauty in her own path, life path of what she's been through and where she's got herself to now. It's pretty damn amazing. This life. We've got the mask, revealing sides of herself. And the maiden is like coming out new. Like almost like a new start, like youthful energy again. Revealing sides of her youthful self again. Look at this, both divine masculine and divine feminine coming into sides of themselves that are, I don't want to say better, but more functional, more self-serving, life-serving, life-affirming. But coming into this more youthful energy, revealing that side of herself again. Yeah, I was talking to my friend yesterday. We had a lot of conversations on the beach. And we were saying about how nice it is to be older. And because she's just started going through menopause now. And I said, some people say that you wish you could do the 20s again and things like that. I wouldn't. It's like when everything needs to be a big deal and you've got to impress people. And I overheard someone, like a younger person, and it really turned me off. Someone was saying something and it was just like a normal thing. And then this smart ass 20-something said, oh, good story, like making fun of them for just like saying something that's normal and human. And it's like, not everything has to impress you, you know. It doesn't have to be spectacular. It's okay to be human and share things with each other. And as I was walking by and I overheard this, I'm like, oh God, young people. Ugh. Like, I'm so glad that I'm older. So yeah, I was talking to my friend saying I wouldn't want to be 20 again. I wouldn't even want to be in my 30s again. I'm good. I'm good being in my 50s. It's much better. Oh, that, you know, just knowing yourself and being happy with yourself and feeling that you don't need to impress people. People banging around outside. But bringing a youthful side, a positive youthful side of ourselves out again, not the insecure, everything's got to be great, impress me, I've got to impress everyone else. Let's be really insecure and then pretend we're really happy and outgoing when we're not. When we're not inside. That's what being in your 20s is like. It's horrible. I don't want to go through that again. It's shit. Fault line. Oh, but there's something wrong with us. Is there? What's wrong with us then? Is there? What do we think is wrong with us? The unseen, something that we're not recognizing yet, we're not seeing yet, or we're not revealing to others yet. There's a part of ourselves that we're still holding back. Okay. There's a part of ourselves that is still yet hidden. It's got something to do with this maiden energy, our youthful selves, positive youthful selves, not the... You know, sometimes I'll put sometimes I watch movies, not very often, but sometimes I do, and it's just on YouTube because I watch things so very rarely apart from health and fitness stuff on YouTube that I'll just watch movies on YouTube anyway, and I'll just put like movie in on the search and then just like pick some random thing. Anyway, sometimes the American movies, it's like teenagers are just like obnoxious. Some of the adults are just obnoxious to each other, and it's like, why do I want to watch people being assholes like that? It's like they're all still at school with that attitude. Ugh. I hope America's not like that, really. I hope that's just like a microcosm of like, just, you know, I don't know. And other movies, American movies, it's just everyone's yelling at each other and really stressed and in each other's faces and bossy and wanting to be like the ones in control and shit. It looks like hell to me, America, through movies. I've never been there. I don't want to go there. It looks scary. Anyway, got lots of American friends. They don't seem to be like that. Maybe they're the ones that get out. Anyway, why was I saying that? The maiden. It's a youthful part of ourselves. The as yeah is still hidden because we've been judging it. Sounds right. Where are you from, Barbara? And then sometimes I'll watch like Hallmark movies and get into my romantic self. Gives me hope. Because they tend to be good. They tend to be like more real for me. You know, people that are kind of troubled and they're keeping everyone out, but the ideal person is right there. And they're getting to know each other anyway because people around them notice that they're right for each other, so they shove them into each other and say, why don't you show this lady that you can't stand around the Christmas village that we live in, you know? Connecticut. So really, it sounds right. Is everyone like teenagers, like bullshit teenagers, being like real nasty to each other? It seems like schoolgirl shit to me. I remember being like that, but I remember growing out of it too. Oh, it's just, oh. I remember why it came about. It was just like that, not loving myself and not being true to myself. I wasn't like, I know, I represent myself properly and how I feel. I'm insecure and I feel like weird inside of my body and unaccepting of myself. It's like, no, let's not do that. Let's not be real. Let's pretend that we are in control and like better than everyone else. And even though we feel like really insecure about what we're saying, we'll pick on someone else and what they're saying as if we know better, and we would never say something as stupid as that. It's like, oh God, it's just so exhausting. Shit. That's why I would never want to be a teenager again. I wouldn't want to be in my 20s again. I wouldn't even want to be in my 40s again, really. 50s is it. 50s is the new, it's not the new anything. 50s is what it's always been. There's my rant. Okay, that's it. I'm going to do a pick a card read today. Oh, let me know. Don't forget to click like on this video before you click off. And how many likes are on this video? Because when I look at my videos now, it'll have like a massive amount of likes and not even that many views. I don't get it. I don't get it. Something's gone wrong. Or maybe something's gone right. I don't know. Hey, Stephanie. Just finishing. A little late. But yeah, I'll be doing a pick a card read later, so don't forget to click like and click subscribe and all of that, and then you'll get you get to see that pick a card read. That's going to be the Love Tarot today. It's a Monday, so it's the Love Tarot day, so check that out. What else? I'll try and do the Pisces reading, record the Pisces reading. And all being well, if upload speeds, because it took me more than 24 hours to upload the pick a card read, which is why it went out on Saturday instead of Friday. And I put... No worries, Stephanie. I'm still here anyway. If you want to book in for one of the one question readings, if that's what you came for, then book yourself in now. Just let me know before you do it, so I don't get out of here before you manage it. But let's do this all over again in 2 days' time on Wednesday. Tonight will either be the pick a card read if the upload speeds are okay. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. It's a good thing about being in your 50s and healing yourself and being happy with yourself. Yeah, if the upload speeds, because it's still not fixed. We had like 1 or 2 good days, better days, but the whole island is like, bad internet service. It's okay for downloads, it's not okay for uploads. Everyone's struggling. All of us that work online are struggling right now. So either the pick a card read or anything that I can get out will be out this evening. You get the advertisements. Yeah, YouTube has taken control of the advertisements now. I mean, we used to be able to pick and choose what we'd have, what kind of ads and stuff like that. We can't anymore. You either advertise or you're not advertising. They choose what they want to put in it. I don't mind. I've got YouTube Premium, so I don't get to see adverts anyway. It's well worth it. It's not very much. It's like $15 or something like that a month. Well worth it not to see any. You're on a journey yourself, but younger, 35. Cool. Yeah, it's a long journey. As I was saying before, it's a long journey healing ourselves and getting to know ourselves and being cool with ourselves and being our full selves, but it's well worth it. And I don't think any of it can be rushed either. I mean, as much as I've tried to help people to rush this and heal themselves faster and, you know, to get to the good stuff better, it seems a full-time job, but it still took me many, many years. Cool. Well, good to meet you, Stephanie. Welcome. Let's do this all over again on Wednesday in 2 days' time. Same time, same place. And yeah, check out the bigger card read that hopefully will be out later. And Pisces, I'm going to do Pisces. And then I think I'm going to do like shorts. I think I'm just going to do shorts for each star sign and see how that goes. Because the longs are a little bit tricky at the moment for me with bad internet. Longs. Starting spiritual YouTube. Oh, wow. Not really. I mean, I started my YouTube channel such a long time ago before I really was serious about it. I wouldn't do that. I would go out thick and strong, thick and fast kind of thing. Start it off once you've got your concept in place, because YouTube will always promote you more right at the start than it will after. The other thing is you've got to be in America, really. If you're in Thailand, YouTube just doesn't show people your videos, it just doesn't. I thought maybe I should get a VPN. I've never had a VPN, but perhaps that would actually help my YouTube channel more than anything. I don't know. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Put out what you would want, and you'll attract your tribe. And apart from that, you know, check out all the other people teaching just like normal how to do a YouTube channel. There's a lot of great channels out there that give good advice about starting YouTube channels and stuff. Well, thanks everyone for coming along, and I will see you in 2 days' time.